Hey guys, it's Leah. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I decided to do a draw my life because I feel like not many of you guys know who I am, so I wanted to kind of do a little draw my life for you guys. Before we get into this video, make sure to subscribe to this channel if you're not already, like this video, and of course, turn on those notifications so you get notified every time I post a video. And also follow me on my Instagram, which is at Bujo by Leah, all lowercase. So yeah, with that, let's get into this draw my life. Alright, so kind of getting into my story, we have to go back a few years to when my parents met, which they are awesome parents, just to say I really love them and they are the best and also super supportive, but they ended up meeting at church. I have been Christian all my life and it's kind of a fitting place that they met, but they decided to give dating a try, and after about a year and a half of just dating, my dad proposed to my mom, and then later that year, in March of 2003, they got married and sealed the deal. Soon after, in 2004, my mom became pregnant with me. I'm sorry, my stick figure drawings are not that good, but that's kind of all I got. And yeah, my mom became pregnant with me in 2004, and it was pretty uneventful except for, they were just single, married, so they were trying to figure out what they were going to do. And then we come to when I was born. So I was born in California in February of 2005, and my name is Leah, which is spelled a little differently than most people do. I spell Liah. My name means bringer of good news, which is different than the other spellings. But yeah, so that's kind of behind my name. And I was a pretty cute baby, if I do say so myself. I was kind of a small one too, and nobody could get any meat on my bones. But overall, I was a pretty small baby. And I was also kind of fussy because I didn't like to be left alone or not be held. I did not like to sleep very much, but of course I had to because babies have to sleep. My mom didn't really like that I was fussing all the time, but that's okay because soon after I was pretty playful and was a pretty fun baby to have around. My dad's family lives in California, but when I was about 9 months old, we decided to move up to Washington where my mom's family lives. I was only 9 months, so I don't remember it, of course, but I was told that it was kind of an interesting transition. So my mom became pregnant again pretty soon after we moved up to Washington, and in July of 2007, my brother James was born. He's only 2 years younger than me and is also about 6 inches taller than me right now, which made our family of 3 into a family of 4. So about a year after my brother was born, my mother put me in preschool, and I was 3, and also went when I was 4 too, so this was a 2-year preschool. And when I was 5, my sister Sarah was born in March of 2010, actually on the same day as my mom and dad's anniversary, which is kind of funny. And that ended up completing our family at 5. Before I was about 5, I had done some ballet and other dancing classes, but when I was 5, my parents decided to put me in soccer, which I really, really liked, and I was a pretty fast kid, so I was able to score a lot of goals, which was really fun for me because I wanted to get my energy out. So soccer was a great outlet for me. I still play soccer to this very day, and I started when I was 5, so you gotta start somewhere. But this is me at 5 years old. And then also around this time, I love to be musical, so I was pretty good at singing and other things around this age. I ended up taking piano lessons from about age 6 until about age 11 or 12, and I just decided to stop after a while. And I also did choir, some church choirs, and then some other choirs at school. But overall, I was also a very musical kid and really liked that. When I was 7, my mom took me to an eye doctor because I had been complaining about headaches and my eyes hurting. We had never had any idea that I had an eye vision issue because I was able to play soccer with no problems, didn't seem like I had any depth perception issues. I could pass, shoot, do pretty much anything without a big problem. But because I said that everything was bugging me, my mom decided to take me in, and that ended up being a really good idea because I ended up having some issues with my eyes. We got into the room, and the eye doctor was super nice and had me sit in a big chair, and put the machine in front of my eyes so that I could cover up one eye at a time to see how my individual eyes were doing. My right eye did great with all of the tests. It could see actually better than normal. Normal vision is 20/20, and I think I was pretty great with my right eye, but my left eye couldn't see at all. And what we figured out is I have a condition called amblyopia, which means lazy eye, and it's something that can be fixed, but my left eye ended up being 200/20, which basically means that it couldn't see at all. Apparently I was legally blind in that eye, so I needed glasses for sure. We were super lucky because in our city we have a place that we can go to fix my eyes. We call it eye therapy, and what they do is they retrain my brain to be able to use both eyes because my brain was ignoring my left eye completely. So we went in, and what they do is they just give you exercises to do there with your therapist, and then exercises to do when you're home, and that ended up helping me fix my eyes, so now I'm at 20/20 vision. At this point, I was pretty much playing soccer every year and really enjoying it. I was a pretty good player. I was one of the best on my rec team, and so we went from rec soccer to select soccer in 4th grade because I was not being challenged enough in rec soccer and really wanted to pursue a higher level. And then again, a few years later, the premier soccer coach wanted me to play for him, and so I decided that I was going to go play premier soccer because I would really love soccer, and decided to challenge myself a little bit more. I haven't really talked about school yet in this video, so I just thought I might touch on that for a bit. But I was a pretty good student. I've always been at the top of my class, but I had a few really good friends growing up. I'm not going to say their names because I would like to keep that private, but school was always a fun place for me. I was a pretty friendly, happy kid, and always liked to play with people because I'm a social person and an extrovert for sure. Soon it was time to transition from elementary school to middle school, and middle school was also pretty fun for me. I didn't really like 8th grade, but 7th grade was great, and some things I did in those grades were do cross country. I did that for 2 years, and in 8th grade I ended up being 5th in our region championships, and then I did track in 7th grade and also had a 4.0 GPA throughout all of middle school. And then that's a kind of a really small recap of my middle school life, but I ended up going in 9th grade to high school, which is where I am now. And I was super excited to go to high school, actually, because I was kind of done with being in middle school and was super excited to. And now comes today. Coronavirus came. It's very sad. But that made me have to stay at home and start making YouTube videos, which is super fun for me to do. I'm really happy that I was able to start one because I've been able to do, have fun with it, and it's been an awesome hobby. Currently, I'm at 51 subscribers as I'm filming this video, which is awesome. I'm so happy that many people even want to see content from me. I have about 225 Instagram followers, and I love you guys all so much. Thank you so much for supporting me and my channel. And if you are following me on Instagram, thank you so much for doing that too. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.